Hey there, Tad Hargrave from marketingforhippies.com, and just on a walk, and I was chatting with a client of mine via voice messages, and she was asking me about this whole question of point of view in marketing, and when you're expressing your point of view, are you saying, you know, she does craniosacral work and also hypnotherapy, and so that's part of the package. So saying, when I give people the kind of steps to go through, am I saying, do I include the craniosacral because that's part of it with me? And I said, I hear what you're saying. When you're laying out the steps, just imagine like a friend of yours called you from the other side of the planet. They don't have Skype or anything, so they can't work with you directly for whatever reason. You can't do craniosacral from the other side of the world. So you kind of say, here are the steps, and here's the type of craniosacral, the type of hypnotherapy, here's when in the process I would do it. So you're saying, basically, this thing I love about point of view marketing is you're not saying, hire me. You're saying, look, whether or not you work with me, here's the process I would suggest. You know, and of course I offer this, and if you'd like to work with me, that's great. But basically, these are the steps I would suggest. This is the order, the sequence. These are the core ideas of it. Whether or not it's appropriate or a good fit for you to work with me, this is my take on it. Yeah. And then she said, "Oh, cool." And like, I guess it's with the additional thing that, and of course, I hope you work with me. And I said to her, I know how it's tempting to say that, but it's actually not that you hope that they work with you. This is where the trouble begins. Because do you really hope they work with you? What if it's not a fit? Do you still hope they're going to work with you? You still hope they're going to hire you if it's not a fit? So it's always with that distinction of, if it's a fit, then it'd be great. If you want to work with me, I'd be happy. If it's not a fit, I won't let you work with me. If I don't think it's a fit, if you don't think if it's not a win-win, if we don't both think it's a fit, oh, the wind here. Yeah, if we don't both think it's a fit, then I will refuse your business. This happens a lot in marketing where people say, well, here's where the trouble is. Yes, you need to make sales. Sure, you need people to hire you. That's true. You need clients, customers. But you don't need that person to become a client or a customer. This is where the trouble begins. It's totally legit to say you need clients and customers, of course. But as soon as it's, I need you to be my client, I need you to be my customer, that's the problem. Because now it's going to be pressure. And it's the same thing with hope. They're going to feel it, even if whether you say it overtly or not. Whether if you just say, oh, and of course, I hope you'll choose me. As soon as you say that, they feel the pressure. They feel the neediness from you, and that's kind of repulsive, and they pull away. And whether or not you say it, if you're feeling it, they're going to pick it up. So instead of hoping they're going to work with you, it's not being hopeful. It's not being hopeless. An elder I've been studying with talks about it's being hope-free, letting go of the hope entirely, and simply sharing, here's what I do, here's how I do it, here's who it's for, here's the offer. This is the price, this is the deal. If that's a fit, I'd be delighted to work with you. And if it's not a fit, I hope I'll see you down the road somewhere else. And hopefully, and if it's not a fit, genuinely, I'd love to help you find somebody where it's a better fit. So anyways, that was a thought that came up in a session today. Hope it's useful.